Hey guys, it's Neil again from Heart of Texas Armory, and hopefully I have a video here that's going to interest some of you guys. It certainly is of interest to me. I've discovered a new Seiko Tuna that I was not aware of. Now, this watch here you see in front of you, this is from the Seiko Japan website. This is the Seiko Tuna Marine Master Professional. Classic dive watch from Seiko. One of the neatest and most rugged dive watches you can probably get for under $2,000. This one here runs about $1,200. I've always wanted to own one of these, but I never purchased one because it's just too big for me. I have a 6 7/8" wrist, and we'll scroll down here to the specs so we can see the size here. You basically have a lug to lug, which is what they're calling height here, of 48 millimeters, width of 48 millimeters, and a case thickness of 14.7, so just under 15 millimeters. So any way you look at it, it's just a large watch. And if you're not familiar with lug to lug, what that means is from that point there, the bottom of the lug to the top, that measurement is 47.7 on this watch. So it is good that the lug to lug is less than 50. So when you look at these specs just as they are, you would think this would be an absolute massive watch, and it is large, but having that lug to lug under 50 does help it wear on slightly smaller wrists. But with a wrist my size, I just can't pull it off. So it was always disappointing that, you know, something like this, which I love quartz dive watches, a lot of you guys know that, but I wasn't able to ever purchase one of these and wear one because it was just too large. Now, over here at the Seiko USA website, I know a lot of you guys know this. This is a baby tuna, and this is one of the solar quartz models. So the name here is the SNE. This one here is the 518. One of the more popular ones is the SNE 497, which is similar to this, but it has a steel bracelet. But this watch here, it wears a little smaller than the standard Seiko Tuna Marine Master, but it's still large. So the specs on this one, you're looking at around 46 on your case diameter here. You're looking at 47 lug to lug, so pretty close to the Marine Master on those dimensions. But one good thing is that your case thickness is quite a bit thinner. So this one here, this watch has a case thickness of 12.4 millimeters. So just over 2 millimeters thinner. So it just wears a little smaller than than this one here, the standard Marine Master, but still too big for me. I tried one of these on, and I just can't pull it off with my wrist size. So we'll go over here to the first tab, which is, again, this is Seiko's Japan website. And I was just browsing here. I don't remember what I was looking for, but I was just browsing through their dive watches, which I'm at right now. You can see the C tab is highlighted. And here's the Marine Master lineup, which, you know, those are great watches, but pretty pricey. And I just scrolled through them, of course. And we get down here to their standard dive watches. And look right here, guys. There is a ladies tuna. So I was like, wow, what is this? I'd never even heard of this. I don't know if this is a new watch or not, but I was certainly totally unaware of this particular model. So I was kind of interested, so I clicked on it, and the specs kind of blew me away. Now, before we get into the specs, let's look at some of these variants here, because they have a ton of different color options here. So there's one, here's one, there's three right here, all different color varieties. You can see there's a ton of them. And I don't know if they're doing that because it's a ladies watch, or they're calling it a ladies watch. But when we get to the specs here, I think it's going to work perfectly on a lot of men's wrist. So let's look at the difference here. Let's see what size this ladies tuna is. So I've got two tabs open here that have two different models that I'm interested in. This one, the STBR07, has the black bezel, black dial, really cool looking watch. It's a solar quartz watch, which is good. I love quartz dive watches, and it's a diver's 200, so it's ISO certified, which is a good thing as well. And let's scroll down to the specs here. Here's where it gets really interesting. Lug to lug, remember the H is for height or lug to lug, 43 millimeters width, case diameter here, 42.7, and a thickness of 11.5 millimeters. So this is significantly smaller than the other quartz tuna watches that are out there. So I'm blown away by this. I think I'm going to have to purchase one of these. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I've always wanted to own a Seiko Tuna, but they were just too big for me. So this is considered a ladies' watch. To me, this is a perfect men's dive watch. Of course, women can wear it just as well as men, but the size, the specs that we just looked at here, I think this is going to work perfectly on most men's wrists, say around my size, which is around 6 7/8. You know, anyone around there, give or take a half inch or so, this would be a perfect tuna for them. So I'm pretty excited about this. So this one, the 007, of course, similar to the SKX 007, we've got the black dial, black bezel. This one here also interests me. It's a limited edition of only 2,000. We've got the 009, same specs of course, but with the black and red bezel, the Coke bezel here, which looks really nice. So I'm gonna probably pick up one of these. I've got my eye on a few. I'm watching on eBay, and they are available. You do have to get them from Japan, but they are commonly available. They're out there. If anybody has any information on these watches, I would love to get some more information on them, say when they brought them to market, or even if you have one, give me your thoughts on how it wears and all that. That would be a great help to me. So if you have any questions or comments on this watch, definitely leave them down below. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it interesting as I did. This is a new watch to me, a Seiko Tuna Ladies Edition, which to me is might be the one that I'm gonna go with. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all take care.